The Immortal John Hancock here, and today I'm going to be doing a new series called Forgotten Games. And what I do is I take games out of my collection that I don't have a lot of experience playing, check them out, and determine whether or not it's worth replaying them, thumbs up, thumbs down. And in today's video, I'm taking a look at kind of a forgotten racer for the Nintendo 64, and that's California Speed. And you know what? This is a racing game that, is part Cruis'n USA, part San Francisco Rush, and part something else. Developed by Atari Games and published by Midway. Anyways, I'm going to take a look at this game, so sit back, relax. Here we go. So here's the complete in-box copy of California Speed. Did come with an interesting poster on one side, Rampage 2, Universal Tour on the other side. Slightly suggestive poster. Anyways, this is rated E for everyone. Interesting poster to include with a rated E game. But anyways, back to California Speed. Here it is. Here is it running the track mode. The soundtrack is pretty good in this game. I enjoyed it. It does get fairly repetitive due to the nature of playing levels over and over again. There are 11 original tracks in this game and 5 hidden tracks. There's also shortcuts per each track, and there's other cool features about this game. There's hidden cars. There's 21 cars total to choose from, and lots of different levels from California, and there's lots of different modes you can check out. If you just want to race, you can do that. It does benefit, and I do recommend the controller pack to save progress. And yeah, that's why I'm playing this. Playing this on a HDMI modded N64. If you're wondering how I'm playing this, playing the original card I've had in my collection a long time. And yeah, you play it the way you want to. And this is just a game that I think gets overlooked because it came out February 28th, 1999. So yeah, what I like about this is kind of how they break up the different circuits and light sport heavy state and Cup, California Cup. And so what's kind of cool is that each week you reset your points. So you play for points, so you don't have to finish in the top 3 per se, but you have to finish in the top 3 at the end of the week to progress on. And different cars to choose from, definitely on the different circuits. You can change the rims. You have like 10 different rims. Due to like modern features, this is pretty limited, but you can change the color. Yeah, that's an enjoyable kind of limited option back in the day, but it's there. It does use the Rumble Pack, so for people that want to experience that, yep, the Rumble Pack was separate from the N64 controller and had to be purchased separately. Go Nintendo. Anyways, here's kind of what the game looks like. There is 3 different camera perspectives. There's the behind the wheel perspective, kind of a top down, and then this is kind of the default, which I prefer. And there's no damage if you run into a car. There's multiple shortcuts that you can take. When you hit a car, you do slow down, so it's really, if you really want to place in the top 3, you can't hit the side boundaries of each track. I really enjoyed the colorful aesthetics of this game. The game runs pretty good. It definitely doesn't run as choppy as some other N64 games, and there's a lot of variety in the tracks, so that's what I appreciated about this. Definitely I could see people experiencing this back in the day as a rental, but yeah, it's a weird racer because there's so many racing games on the N64. There's over 60, I do believe, so I can see why people overlooked this or played something better, because there was better racing games on the N64. But maybe you're kind of done playing Mario Kart 64 for the 100th time, or maybe you want to experience other racing games. Maybe you're a fan of Cruis'n USA, which this leans towards that, versus San Francisco Rush. What I like about this game though is it's made up of polygons, so it's not sprite based, and there's a lot of detail in the variety of levels as well. So you're like racing in this mall here. Definitely enjoyed this as a casual racing game. And you know what, it's got some problems. Sometimes there's a loss of feeling of progression, not being able to catch up to someone ahead of you in no way, shape, or form. So it's one of those games where you have to play a pretty near perfect race to get to first place. Anyways, if you like the content that you see on my channel, I have a wide variety of content from Atari to Xbox. Please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I am very thankful for all the support and enjoyed and wanted to talk about this game. You know, this is a game that I definitely overlooked and passed up multiple times. I saw this in several retro game stores. It's cheap. It's in that $10 to $15 range loose at the time of posting this video, as well as boxed like in the $40 to $60 range depending on condition. So yeah, Mojave Desert is one of the better tracks that I enjoyed. You know, you have all the UFO stuff in this track, as well as just an enjoyable level, and it's a casual racing game, and that's kind of what I classify myself as. This is not a game that I'm going to go and try 100%. I may just pick up and play this from time to time. I was kind of in the mood to chill, and I was enjoying going back and revisiting some N64 games. So yeah, there's a lot of things to like about this game. I think the biggest one is it's affordable if you want to go old school route. This would be a perfect game to play on a classic CRT and an N64, and that's all you need. I do recommend a control pack to save your progress. This is a game that benefits from that, and so you're not able to save progress on the card itself. So yes, so yeah, I really enjoyed the scenery playing this game. I think that's the strength of it. The weakness is lack of power-ups. I think that sometimes when, due to the fog and limitations of the N64, it is sometimes difficult to find out where you're going ahead of you. And this is even on a modded N64, so I can only imagine playing old school way. It's just a little confusing sometimes when you're first playing a level where to go, especially if you're first place. If you're not first place, just follow the car ahead of you. If you can see it, it's usually just a very tiny pixel ahead of you. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I need to play that more and find out more of the shortcuts. And as you beat some of the circuits, you unlock cars. And so there's some weird, crazy cars. I'm going to show kind of what you can unlock in this and how to unlock it using game facts. But yeah, I've enjoyed this game, and I'm glad I picked up and played it. Lots of variety to the levels. I think that's the benefit. Another shortcoming, that the music tracks become repetitive, but I think there's enough variety with vehicles. There's some limitations on how you can, the color and rims. It would have been nice to have some other features there, but that's okay. I think for the time period, this is an above average racer, maybe an average to above average, depending on what you're looking at. Here's some of the different perspectives. You have that top down, and then you have the behind the wheel camera view. For me, that's always a little bit more difficult, but some people like that perspective. As if you have a racing wheel for your N64, that might be a fun way to check this out. You can head on over to Game Facts, where you can check out some unlockables. I forgot to mention this also was offered as an arcade release, developed by Atari Games. And which one did you play, or have you played this? In the comments, let me know. So, what do I think of this? Far from perfect, but I think it is better than some other reviews. I actually enjoyed this. It's definitely kind of a chill racer that can get pretty difficult. What I do like is that each week the point standing just resets to 0, but it is kind of a long way of playing a circuit, so nothing compared to like Gran Turismo. But you know what, overall I enjoy this. Would have liked some power-ups, but there is some hidden tracks in this game, as well as cars, and affordable price. Doesn't need the expansion pack to run, so it's a thumbs up for me. I would go back and replay this, and you know what, it's not a great game, but I would say at least like 6.5 or 7 out of 10 is what I would review this. And thank you so much for viewing this video. If you like what you see, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.